Okay, and then we could take as long as you like, because it's like his story is a lot, you know, it's a lot to tell. Jamarion Robinson was a student athlete at Tuskegee University. He loved his family. Jamarion was always hugging us, picking us up, spinning us around. He was just very loving and a caring person. He was a biology major. He was smart. He was intelligent. He was humorous. Think about it, biology major last semester. You gotta be smart to be a biology major. Every night about 7:30, he would always say to me, "Mama, it's 7:30, Steve Harvey." We used to like to watch Steve Harvey. He was diagnosed in December of 2015 as having schizophrenia, paranoia. But Jamarion was quiet. He didn't bother nobody. You know, just when he was around us, he would just be himself. My family is a close-knit family, so we do everything together. We call Jamarion Daddy Daycare because I have several sisters, and he has a lot of younger cousins, so he would always babysit them whenever we had, you know, things to do. Okay, we'll get Daddy Daycare to do it, you know, so. On August the 5th, he was at his girlfriend's apartment watching TV. His girlfriend had just left the apartment about 1:15 p.m. on August the 5th, and at 1:30, her door was battle rammed open by a group of road police officers. She said as she was walking out the door, the last thing she said to him was, "I love you." And he said, "I love you more." And just me thinking of those words, you know, and then 15 minutes later.
You hitting his gunshots? You don't hit his gunshots. Can't do that.
Officers shot Robinson more than 70 times.
They waged a military operation against a kid who suffered from some mental challenges, but posed absolutely no threat to these officers.
When you look at the medical examiner report, they just count the bullet holes or entries to his body. He had 76. He had 76. After being shot that many times, somebody stood over him and shot down into his body 2 more times. So they handcuffed him and they drug him down a flight of stairs. Sorry. They drug him down a flight of stairs and his body just laid there in his girlfriend's living room for over 8 hours. No medical aid was rendered. No ambulance was called. It's like our hearts was broken, you know, because we were all so close, you know, just losing him. You know, Jamarion was the, you know, first grandchild, so he was like all our babies, you know, and so it's like our hearts are broken, you know. So we just want justice, you know. I wanted, you know, we've been fighting for the last 2 years, and if it wasn't for us hiring our own investigator, our own forensic person, our own ballistic person, his case would have just been swept under the rug like the many others. On 12/28 or December 28th of last year, 2018, the DA filed a federal lawsuit against the Department of Justice.
We've never done anything like this. My hope was that the federal authorities would cooperate and provide this office and this family with all of the information about this incident. I cannot understand why they have not done that.
I always say that I don't want there to be, you know, like another Monteria Robinson, you know. You don't want no one to experience this pain, but I also want people to know, you know, that it can happen to any of us. And to be honest, 3 people are killed every day in the U.S. by police, 2 whites and 1 black. Number one, we have to all start by voting. You know, when you vote, that's when your voice is heard. Other than that, your opinion don't count or it does not matter because, you know, as an African-American woman, you know, people died and fought for us to have our right to vote. And so that's how we change laws, and we have to hold these politicians that we elect in office accountable. You know, they have to hold their people accountable for their actions. I always tell people, you know, it's not like my fight, it's our fight. You know, we the people. We vote, we pay taxes, and so we put these politicians in place to hold, you know, their people accountable, and that's what we expect. Justice for us looks like, number one, a conviction. I'll never be able to kiss or hug my son or see my son. But these officers, you know, it's been 2.5 years. They get to go home and hug, kiss their wives, their children, you know, as if nothing has happened or transpired. But you also got to remember, this is a pattern. And so, you know, my family was like, no, you know, enough is enough. At some point, you know, we all have to come together and say enough is enough. And it's time to start holding these officers accountable for their actions. It didn't matter who child it was that day, just so happened on that particular day, it was my son.